Hi, I'm Veronica Palmer, and I'd like to give a shout out for Crown 10 Present for this t-shirt and actually for this testimony I'm about to share. Back in 2016, I was pregnant with my first child, and I had a wonderful pregnancy. You know, I was bomb glowing and stuff until the due date. November 17th is when I actually started having complications. I was in labor for about 5 hours and my contractions were super high, but I did not feel not one, and I was overdosed with epidural. They gave me 3 shots of epidural, so my whole body was numb when it was time to actually push him out. So I could not feel like if I was pushing or not, and they said, you know, it's time, you gotta push, you gotta push. And I'm like, I'm pushing, but I wasn't actually pushing because my body was numb, so I couldn't feel. And I was giving up. I gave up so many times. I was like, you know what, just his head was out, and I was like, push him back in, cut me open, and I want a C-section. Like, I'm done pushing. But I know that God was like, you got to do it, you got to push, he needs to come out, he's ready. And my son was ready. His head was literally out, and I'm like, I can't, I'm tired, and I was just giving up so many times. And I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna push one more time. So I gave one more good push, and I pushed, and I had a stillbirth. He was dead. Now, I didn't know, because after giving birth, I'm like, yes, he's out, and he's in my arms, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my baby. But he was purple, and he was like gone. His life was so gone, and I was just happy that my baby was in my arms, but not knowing that he wasn't breathing and he wasn't alive. And they snatched him right out of my hands, and it was like, I gotta do something, I gotta go. All I remember is hearing Elijah, my fiance, is like, what's wrong with him, what's going on? My moms, both my moms, my mom-in-law and my actual mom, was just like, God, please, God, please, God. 2 minutes passed. It was like, he's smiling, and then he started crying. I'm like, thank you, God, like, this is so wonderful. It's like he's literally my miracle baby. He has a birthmark right here, blonde streak, and it's just like everything about him is unique, to personality, to like, he's super advanced. Gross motor skills is coming in. Like, Currency is so loving. Like, I just thank God for that every day.